So we are right in the middle of Alaska season, running from the end of April to early October. And since some of you are going on an Alaska cruise, and I have been fortunate enough to have cruised in Alaska, I thought I would come on here and give you a few tips which are going to help you make the most of your Alaskan cruise vacation. An Alaska cruise is for the ports. And what I mean is, with these cruise ships getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year, the cruise ship is becoming the destination for a lot of people. But if you are cruising to Alaska, the ship is really just the means of transportation. That said, it does matter what cruise line you choose to go on to cruise to Alaska, because each one is going to do it very differently. If you go on a bigger mass market cruise line like Royal Caribbean, Princess, NCL, you're going to be going to big ports like Ketchikan, Skagway and Juneau. But if you go on a more luxury cruise line or an expedition cruise line, you'll be able to go to lesser known spots, so like more off the beaten path. If you have kids, you might want to go on a cruise ship that offers a great kids program, or maybe you want to go on an adults only cruise ship to visit Alaska, which is why you can't just research the ports that you're going to. It really is important that you research the cruise line that you are going to visit Alaska with. Going on from that brings me to my second point, which Alaska is not a relaxing vacation. Okay, there's going to be a lot to see, there's going to be a lot to do. These ports are going to be busy, which is why, if you can afford it, it is nice to do a longer cruise and have those sea days sandwiched in between the port days, so that if you go dog sledding in Juneau, you can have a rest while you're at sea, and then you can go whale watching and then have a rest. And whereas if you've got back-to-back ports, you are going to go home after a week and need a vacation to get over your vacation. And speaking of excursions, Alaska is a seasonal place, which means excursions get booked up extremely quickly and far in advance. So an Alaskan cruise isn't one that you decide to go on a month before. An Alaska cruise is something you decide on a year in advance, ideally, because this is when you want to start booking your excursions. Now, in Alaska, there are a lot of independent excursion companies that offer the same excursions that are offered by the cruise line. However, usually on any other type of cruise, when you book an excursion through an independent operator, it usually works out cheaper than booking it with the cruise line. But because these operators in Alaska know that people are willing to pay the price, because these are once in a lifetime activities, these independent operators usually charge the same price as the cruise line. Now, the main benefit of booking an excursion through the cruise line is if for whatever reason that excursion is delayed, the cruise ship will wait for you. But because 99% of people going on these excursions with these independent operators are going to be cruise ship passengers, I don't think it's necessary in Alaska to even worry about it, because they are so well rehearsed with how these cruise lines worked that you'll be back to the ship on time. But you want to book this cruise in advance. One, because the cruises book up really early in advance as well. I feel like the way it used to work was the closer to the time you waited to book something, the price dropped. Whereas with Alaska, it's the opposite. The further in advance you can book this, the cheaper it will be. And that's with the cruise, the excursions and the flights. And speaking about saving money, I want to take this opportunity to shout out the people I always book my cruises with, which is Cruises It. I have partnered with Cruises It because they are able to offer the best rate guaranteed. But the best thing is they hold your hand through the whole process. And especially if this is your first cruise, it can be daunting. You've got to choose which cruise line you want to go on, decide which ports you want to go to, the excursions you want to go on, and just choosing the wrong cruise line can be the difference between you never wanting to cruise again and you only ever wanting to cruise in the future. And the experts at Cruises It will get to know you and help recommend a cruise line based on your personality, what you actually want, what kind of vacation you want. And especially with an Alaska cruise, there is so much to research and organize and book. It really helps to have an expert that you can ask these questions to. Like, hey, the main reason I'm going to Alaska is because I want to see the whales. Well, there's no point going in April then. So if you are planning on going on an Alaskan cruise, or any cruise for that matter, then you can call the number on the screen, or you can click the link below to speak to my trusted travel advisors at Cruises It. Not only is it the best way for you to book a cruise vacation, it will also help to support the channel, and it will help to save you money in the end. Now, speaking of money, if there is any time to splurge on a balcony cabin, it's when you go on an Alaskan cruise. It is probably the most scenic cruise you are ever going to go on, because even on the sea days, you're going to be sailing through the fjords. So there's just amazing things to see. I remember on a sea day, I saw a mama bear and 2 cubs as we were sailing through the fjords, and I literally couldn't open my eyes wide enough. I must have looked demented. But this is the reason why you want a balcony cabin. Or I've seen whales while we were at sea. You know, if you're going to have a balcony, this is the cruise to have it on. And speaking of whales and bears, this is a massive reason why people want to go on an Alaskan cruise. To see the nature, to feel like you're David Attenborough. Which is why it's really important that you research the wildlife season. So as I briefly mentioned before, if you want to see bears, it's going to be now. It's going to be July and August during the salmon runs. If you want to see the Northern Lights are most prominent in the winter months, but obviously the Alaska cruise season happens through the summer, which means you either want to catch the Northern Lights right at the beginning of the season in April or right at the end of the season in September. If you go on an Alaskan cruise in July, you will see bears, but you probably won't see the Northern Lights. So it's really important that you have a think about exactly what you want to see on this cruise and then research where you're going to see those things and when you're most likely to see those things. Now, something that surprised me about Alaska is actually how warm it is. Personally, I think Alaska and I think cold, but it was actually pretty mild. However, like England, it's mild, but it can rain. So I think a good rule of thumb for Alaska is layers. And I would say like a thin waterproof raincoat. You don't need a really warm duffel coat if you're going July, August. If you're going April, September, then yes, you'll want to take your warm coat. But I would recommend taking a hat and gloves whatever the time of year you go, because if you're standing outside at 2 a.m. waiting for the Northern Lights, or you're trying to spot a bear or whatever, you might want to have your hat and gloves on you. But you also want to take your sun cream, because when that sun reflects off the snow, you could actually risk getting a pretty bad sunburn. So take your sun cream. You definitely want to take your swimwear. You might go to the thermal suite. You might go in the hot tub as you're sailing through Glacier Bay. Anyway, those are my tips for going on an Alaskan cruise. If you are going on an Alaskan cruise, just know I am very jealous and I hope you have the most amazing time. I'm sure you will. I have never heard of anyone going to Alaska and not enjoying it. It is absolutely spectacular and I can only hope to go there again one day. But yeah, I hope you have a fantastic time and I hope these tips have helped. Please let me know in the comments if they have, or if you have been on an Alaskan cruise and you have any other tips, let us know in the comments. I really appreciate you being here as always. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. To you going, am I even making any sense? The closer to you going, I can't speak. The closer to you going, you wait. Am I English?